Hey y'all, Blaumagier here, and we're back with more Mega Man Anniversary Collection. This is part 3 of Mega Man 4. Last time we took on the 8 Robot Masters, and this time we're going to take the fight to Cossack himself. I do like Cossack's Russian castle here. Gives me big Tetris vibes. I don't know why all the bad guys have to have castles. Around there, everything's frozen due to the cold, and it was difficult to proceed, and I slipped. Use the jump to start moving. Jump even when you want to stop. That's actually good advice here to deal with the ice physics. If we go to the left, how lucky to find an energy tank in this place. Yeah, there's a hidden E-tank there. These slinky enemies are quite tanky. They actually take more than a fully charged charge shot. I don't know why there's slinkies here. Are slinkies a Russian toy? I really don't know. In any case, we have both ice physics and snow physics to deal with. Fortunately, the snow physics end pretty much immediately after that starting area. I hate dealing with those particular robots. We got the return of Skeleton Joes. Be careful with that hole. No, you need to be careful with every hole. Beat Skeleton Joe and proceed. Yeah. Yeah, every hole has one of these robots that comes out of the pit. And there are a lot of Skeleton Joes here. I'm gonna switch to Rush Jet here. And just fly over this nonsense. Use the Rush Coil or a balloon. Do you have a balloon? You know what, we'll use Rush Coil. We haven't really made much use of Rush Coil. So we'll give our favorite doggo a little bit of screen time here. And if we go up here, we can refill the energy. Now, what you're meant to do here is climb up the ladder, go down the one next to it, jump to the next ladder, and so forth until you get through the screen. But it's much easier to just use Rush Jet. Use the Rush Jet and catch hold of the far left pillar. However, be careful not to get caught by your enemies. Well, it would be easier if you don't get hit there. It's actually much faster to do that screen with the balloon. But with that, we've made it to the boss door. A big boss is lying in wait. Be very careful. Exploit his weak spot using a short-range weapon, by which she means the ring boomerang. This is Mothraea. A hole opens in the ground when the boss attacks with his drill. When the boss comes up close, slide and run away. His weak point is in the red core. Jump and attack. So, whenever you go underneath him, he will try to attack with the drill, which, as stated by Kalinka, does destroy the floor. If he does it twice in the same spot, that will create a death pit. but it takes enough damage from the ring boomerang that, as you can see, it's very possible to defeat it, only having it use the drill once. It can sometimes jump a little out of reach, though. I say jump, it's just kind of flying around, but still, it can get out of reach of your jump. So time your shots carefully. Last, you've reached the inside of Dr. Cossack's castle. Please come and help me and my father quickly. Okay, I don't know how to not get hit by that guy. Stop at the ladder. Move forward without getting hit by your enemies. You make it sound so easy, Kalinka. I'm gonna refill my ring energy here. And we're gonna swap to Rush Jet. All I have is a Rush Jet. You can actually get across this room without using Rush Jet if you use your invincibility frames. It's a little more nerve-wracking than I'm willing to subject myself to, though. Look closely at the block. Once the signpost begins to go on and off, fly on to the next block. So these spikes, despite looking like spikes, are not actually lethal. You can ignore the blocks if you use a balloon, which is exactly what I'm going to do here. I could have done that cleaner. Let's use the wire here. Live out your Batman fantasies. I'm just gonna jump over that guy. Once you've defeated the Patonton, move on ahead. Or just take a hit and get across. It's a little faster than waiting on it. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill up the wire there, I guess. If you want the goodies here, you're gonna need to wait. You could skip the wait with a good use of a balloon, but I'm not sure exactly how to do that, so I'm not gonna bother. And as Kalinka's gonna tell us, you can attack the green wall using the drill bomb. And I am going to use the wire to get this. You could also use the balloon or Rush Coil, maybe even Rush Jet. At last, a big boss. His weak point can certainly be exploited with a hard weapon. That would be the Dust Crusher. Come together when the boss's movements have slowed down. At that time, get on the lift and attack. This is the square machine. It will fly across the room in parts like this, starting at 3 different speeds and getting slower each time. When it reaches the slowest speed, it will actually form in the center, revealing the red core that is vulnerable to attack. Its weakness is the Dust Crusher. And although rare, it can start at this slowest speed here. If you're really good, you can 2-cycle this. I've never done that before, though, because I'm not that good. But there we go. There's the square machine done. Here the background moves by itself. Proceed, but be careful. Yep, we have first auto-scroller in the series, which is a questionable design choice, but I think it's forgivable here. This is not a bad auto-scroller as far as auto-scrollers go. And it does have really good music. Oh, that was close. What needs to be filled? Looks like pretty much just dust. And I guess we'll fill up drill. Looks like ring needs to be filled. Ring always needs to be filled. Seems like everything is weak to ring here. There's a foothold with Dust Crusher. Defeat the enemy. That's a weird sentence. Or weird two sentences, really. But yeah. These, platform huggers, for lack of a better term, are able to be defeated with the Dust Crusher. You can also defeat them with the Ring Boomerang. Which, for a while, I thought was their only weakness. Golden blocks appear when you come near them. If you get on top of the block, it will sink, and if you get off of it, it will rise. Use these adjustments to proceed. Interesting to note is that particular hint is tied to the screen's position. So, it actually could scroll away with you standing still. How do I know this? This is like my 5th time recording this. I've been having a lot of tech issues. Continue to ride the last block. You could do that, or you could just scroll it off the screen. And if you want that E-Tank, the balloon is actually required. Just get on it and spam slide. The boss! End this battle quickly! This is the Cockroach Twins. Stop on one of the footholds and attack. You can attack from above with Pharaoh Shot, so go for it. So, Pharaoh Shot has a really interesting property to it. You can actually deal damage without ever consuming energy. Just by holding the charge and letting the top part make contact with the enemy. You'll still be holding a charge and can fire a second shot off. Although that second shot will actually consume energy. The first Cockroach Twin stays on the ceiling while the second one rotates around the room, but they're both pretty easy. It's very easy to dodge shots as long as you stay on the middle platform. And you can abuse the Pharaoh Shot to use up minimal weapon energy. That brings us to the final stage of Cossack's Castle. Looks like Ring is the only weapon that's down energy, so I guess I'll fill up my balloon here. Helps to face the right way. take the energy tank when you find it, okay? Yeah, those big stomper robots are no problem. As long as you have a rapid fire button. Sliding is a dynamic way of moving. You can change directions while sliding. That's a very tutorial message for the last stage of the game, don't you think, Kalinka? We can actually ignore the Batontons. The right side is a shortcut. Although I do need to go to the pause menu to avoid getting hit here. Sounds like I picked up a free guy. This is a shortcut. You can blow up that red wall with a drill bomb. I wouldn't advise blowing up the second wall there. There's literally no reason to. It doesn't block anything. And this screen is where the two paths would meet up. I wouldn't say that the other path is difficult, but you're not going to get an E-tank on that path, so that's why I like to take the shortcut. It is shorter, though. Absolutely, it's shorter. Yeah, I guess I'll fill up the wire. Try to, at least. I'm going to use up more energy. I'm going to fill just trying to get up there. Oh, there's another free guy. At last, a battle with Dr. Cossack. Only you can save my father. Oh, we're going to switch to the Dust Crusher. So Dr. Cossack is interesting. Whenever you go underneath him, he will try to extend down to attack you. You can also manipulate his movements by sliding. You notice every time I slide, he stops moving for a moment. You definitely want to slide anytime you pass underneath him, because he will try and grab you when you walk under him, and it does a lot of damage. Anyway, that's Dr. Cossack's Cossack catcher down. Please, Mega Man, don't! My father is not really evil. Dr. Wily took me hostage and forced my father to fight you. Please hurry, Mega Man. Don't hurt my father anymore. Oh, Kalinka. Father! Mega Man, forgive me. You betrayed me, Proto Man! I'm gonna break you, Mega Man! And it's finally revealed that the true villain was Dr. Wily all along. Who could have possibly foreseen this great twist of events? And we are rewarded with our eyebrows before going on to Dr. Wily's castle. I do want to clear one thing up, and that's about Proto Man. The games weren't very clear about it, but Proto Man was created by Dr. Light as a prototype for all of the Robot Masters and the Sniper Joes. He had an unstable core, which caused him to distrust Dr. Light, and he ran away. He eventually met up with Dr. Wily, who stabilized his core and gave him his signature Proto Shield in exchange for his services. Despite the fact that he may have helped us some in Mega Man 3, he was fully working for Dr. Wily. He was still in Dr. Wily's employ in Mega Man 4, but I guess he had a crisis of conscience at the kidnapping of a 16-year-old girl and decided to rescue her and stop working for Dr. Wily. So that is the moment, officially, that Proto Man stopped being Dr. Wily's henchman. But anyway, that does it for this episode of Mega Man Anniversary Collection. This is a bit short, but I don't want the next episode to run long. If you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I do enjoy reading every comment from you guys. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!